Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 29 of Speaking What's on My Mind, What's on My Heart, on things I believe can help you out the most based on my knowledge or what I'm feeling. Today, we're covering the 5 things or the 5 habits that put me on national team. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty quick, no story, no nothing, just straight down to business. First thing to do, if you have not done it already, you need to start visualizing daily. Why? Because when you're visualizing daily, you're imagining what's happening, you're seeing it first person, and you're getting free reps in without costing your body any cardio. It doesn't cost your body any cardio or physical fatigue to close your eyes and think about doing the move and feeling it in your body. But your mind at the same time is still, whether you're doing it for real or not, is tightening up those neural pathways as if you were actually practicing. Many of you have heard my other analogy, or not even analogy. It was a case study done on basketball players where they had a group of basketball players. They had one group shoot the basketball, and over a course of a month, they got 25% better. They had another group that did not shoot the basketball at all, but just thought about shooting the basketball, and they got 23% better. And then they had a control group that got like really marginally better. It wasn't even significant. So the biggest thing you can do for fastest improvement, I would say, is start visualizing daily. Visualize the techniques you need to do, visualize the situations you need to get over, visualize the bad situations and how you get out of them, visualize getting a bad call and fixing it in your mind so it doesn't affect you at all. Just visualize, visualize, visualize. So that way when you're in the ring for real, it's not the first time. That's the biggest thing. So visualize. The second thing is always work out with a purpose in mind. Not every workout is a cardio workout. Not every workout is just to get tired and sweaty. There are some workouts that are fast switch where you should be doing 3 to 5, or not 3, I think it's 5 to 7 seconds of fast muscle movement and then rest for 30 seconds. And at the end of those trainings, you're going to feel really, really energized instead of tired. You're going to feel like super fast. And if you do that over 2 or 3 weeks, you are definitely going to see you're definitely going to see improvements in speed. Then same thing for weightlifting. When you're lifting weights, it's you're not working cardio in the weight room unless that's what the assignment is. When you're lifting weights, the point is get stronger or bigger. So lift, you can do hypertrophy lifts, you can do power lifts, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, keep that in mind, whatever phase of training you're in, keep that in mind as you're lifting. So just because you're not getting more tired doesn't mean it's not a good workout. Every workout should have a goal. And then obviously if it's technical, the main focus is the technique. And then the last one is if it's endurance, like it's endurance. So push yourself, and you should be tired at the end of it. You should be tired at the end of an endurance workout. If you're not tired, it's a waste of workout. Just like if you did a strength training workout, but you're using 1 pound weights and you didn't get stronger at all, it's a waste of workout. So keep your training purpose in mind as you train. The third thing is to compete on every single drill. And I mean like almost every drill, maybe besides warm-ups. Even warm-ups, actually, if I'm stretching and doing dynamic stretches behind doing warm-ups, I am trying to outstretch the person next to me. I'm trying to make sure my body is more lean or more flexible than the person next to me. Obviously, with my hamstrings, those of you who know me, I failed with my hamstrings, but every other part, I'm trying to make sure I get full range of motion. Do I have the most range of motion on this? And if the drill is complicated, it's a hard kicking combination, be the person who's trying to get the drill down perfectly the fastest. If the drill's about speed, try and be the fastest person. Now, when I was doing this, I was a heavyweight, and it didn't matter to me. If the flyweight or the fin weight was standing next to me in the drill line and we're doing the drills, I'm still racing the fin weight. I race the fin weight on every single drill, every single time, no matter what, given if it's actually an endurance workout or whatever. Obviously, if it's technical workout, I'm focused inward. And then same thing with power. If someone's, when we're in Korea or another country's kicking, if someone else is kicking on the floor with me, I'm working on strength for that day for the kicks, I am trying to out kick that person in strength every single time. Every time, every drill, you should be competing against the people next to you. That's why, internal competition is good, but if there's people outside that you can use for inspiration, use them. Just use them. They're there. Compete. It's like you can see clearly if the fin weight is beating you. And so if they are, speed it up. Try and beat them. Try and compete on every single drill, and your competition and the way you push yourself is going to help you succeed in the future. So just keep that in mind, okay? Then the next part, another thing to keep in mind is as you're doing this, you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And eventually, you're going to be at the top of your pool. You're going to be at the top. You're going to be the big fish in the pond. So what do you do then? You compete against yourself. Not quite. You find a bigger pond. So if you're doing that, you want to go, there's probably a school near you. If there isn't, sometimes you're going to have to travel. Sometimes you're going to have to save up to travel, but you need to be fighting and constantly fighting and getting better and better opponents around you, because better opponents will hit you in different ways. They'll have different ideas with how to deal with your game. And the more of those ideas you can and weaknesses you can address before things are on the line, before national teams on the line, before team trials is on the line, the more of those you can address before those things are on the line, the better your game will be. So always find bigger ponds to fight in, or find bigger or better people to fight in. When I was 15, I trained at like 4 or 5 different schools every week, and I'll just be driving Union City. I'll drive all the way to Stanford, come back. I'll drive all the way to Berkeley, come back. Drive to Orinda, come back. And it's a bunch of different sparring partners, a bunch of different people who are giving me different looks. So that way I'm used to sparring different people. And I always made sure that I'm trying to find the best people around me to try and make sure my game is getting more and more honed. Okay. So always find the bigger pond. Then the last point is have a Sharingan. And for those of you who don't watch Naruto, you should probably watch Naruto. But a Sharingan is the ability to steal other people's moves. So when, for example, the inside double I made a tutorial on, I actually stole that move from the guy who beat me in the junior national team, Cody Thontavi. And I saw his inside double, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool looking, and it makes a loud sound because it's super strong. I'm gonna take that and make it mine. So I was able to do the inside double, and I was like, what if I bend my knees the way Jason Alvarez used to teach me to bend my knees? And that's why I have that little pocket double now that Korea and other countries are starting to do. But a lot of my techniques were, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. If someone already has a spectacular technique and it looks awesome, and the technique in the context they can use it in is perfect, you don't have to not use the technique just because someone else used it. You can use that technique right now, just practice at home. So whenever you're going around, in addition to going to these different schools and fighting different people, look for techniques that you want, or look for the guy who has the best technique and figure out how he's doing it. So when I'm watching people do demonstration drills at the front, generally when a coach heads up, for those of you who don't know, when a coach calls someone up to do a demonstration for the drill and they're the example, generally speaking, they're probably the best at it. So you might want to watch how their technique looks compared to your own technique, and steal whatever things are are different than yours. So maybe he rotates his ankle a little bit more. Maybe his shoulder is a little bit more rotated on the kick than yours is. Maybe his hand is pulled back more. All this small stuff, take those small details, add it, try it to your game, add it to your own game, see if it meshes, see if it helps you get better. If it doesn't, throw it out. If it does, keep it, and then look for more things to take and steal. So this is a short video. I'm trying to get through this really ASAP because we got dinner to go to. I hope you guys got a lot of value from this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.